Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so we're back. And we've got our notes. So I can refresh on what we know so far. On one page of my notes, I just have Lotta full of shit, and then it's underlined 5 times. So it's because she lied a lot. Like everything was just a lie because she wanted to be like a star witness for a murder trial. So she's just completely full of shit. I have 1228 written down, which I think is the safe. The safe at the docks. Shooter left-handed. Edge fingerprint right hand. So yeah, we already used that also. Camera, 2 photos, 1 shot, 1 body, water, question mark. The gun has 3 the gun was fired 3 times. Edgeworth is scared of earthquake. 4th grade was when it happened, so when he was 9 years old, so he was a child. His dad dying when he was 9 years old. There's some connection between that. I think there was an earthquake on the day his dad died. Lake, bullet found, heart, ballistics, question mark, 22 cal pistol. That's crossed out because we already did that one. Edgeworth, Gordy, question mark, reason for lake visit. And then I just wrote sus 50 years. I don't remember what the... Oh, maybe suspect is 50 years old. Maybe. The suspect is 50 years old? I don't remember that at all. But I wrote sus 50 years, so I'm assuming that's what it means. Okay, we're all caught up with my shitty notes that I took. Okay. Okay. December 27th, 10 a.m. District Court. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. I hate this guy. And I know he's the fucking murderer as well. Because they wouldn't make him so fucking evil. But again, like I said yesterday, I don't think this game is about, like, trying to figure out who killed him. It's about proving that they killed him in court. That's why I think the developers were fine making the killers so obvious of, like, or even, like, showing them at the beginning of the cases, right? Because so far, every murder has been like, oh, that's obviously the villain of the show, right? Very well. Apparently the prosecution is also... Who is the judge here? That's right as well. This guy is being, like, pushed around by the prosecuting attorney. Like, what the fuck? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. The music is so good, dude. Very well. No opening statements, so objection! Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. I hate you. I hate you to your core. Right, of course. A prediction. And also, by the way, one thing that I realized yesterday after I got off stream was like, I don't know if this is purposeful. Like, I feel like this, like the developers of this game are so fucking good that it probably is purposeful. But the shooter is left-handed, and every time this dude emotes, it's always with the left hand. Always, every single time. And I don't know for sure if like the other characters do like the same thing or not. But I don't know, just something I noticed. And I already know he's the fucking killer. Obviously he is. He looks like a fucking vampire. Anyway, today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Okay, well, you're wrong. You're wrong for multiple reasons. The first being, it takes me a long time to read everything. Order, order. Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Objection! Must you question everything? He's the judge, dickwad. It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right. I call my witness, my decisive witness, to the stand. You said fucking Lotta was a decisive witness. You're so full of shit. It's that mysterious boat shop owner. I love this guy. He is a silly goober, dude. Witness, state your profession. He runs a noodle shop. And the proprietor of the restaurant Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. It's a boat shop. I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yup. Yup. Yup, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this guy is. Yeah. Objection! Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Objection! Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. See, every time his left hand. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. What the fuck is wrong with you? A witness has to state who they are, or how the fuck are we supposed to know anything? The witness will state his name. He's so sleepy. Well, I'm not really sure. What do you mean? My memory... Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Nope. That's not gonna work, Karma. It's not gonna work. I asked the court for a psychological evaluation and as well as a physical evaluation of the witness to make sure that he's competent. Your Honor, this is ridiculous. He cannot recall his own name. And how is he gonna recall the events of whatever? Like, come on. You're clearly feeding him. He can't recall, you say. Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. No, that's not how it works. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you so hard. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we? Yeah, go ahead, whatever. I don't give a shit. Taking out my pen. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yup. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats, as usual. The dude is fried, dude. He's so gone. This is never gonna stand up in court. Then I heard a bang. Yup. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore, and a man walks by my window. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination.
Objection!
Objection! There is nothing to question my witness that— what the fuck is wrong with you? Ergo, no need for cross-examination, besides there are only 10 seconds left before 3 minutes are up. You're a fucking asshole. Your verdict now? Are you even trying anymore? I feel like you're not trying. Of course I'll cross-examine the witness, you fucking mong. Very well, you may begin. Rah! The fuck? Huh? Thank you. Thank you for the follow. Why did he do that? Did he fucking hurt himself? The fuck was that about? 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. Finally, the fucking judge grows some testicles. It's about time, dude. The night of the murder. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yup. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats. I don't want to be mean to this guy, but like, hold it. Is there anyone who can verify that? Well, I guess Polly could. I'm not bringing a bird to the court as a witness. I'm not bringing a bird to the court as a— I'm sorry, but like, this is already ridiculous, Your Honor. The witness clearly is not competent. Like, and we're not bringing a bird to court. No, that's not good enough for a court of law. Exactly. It's— what the fuck, Mr. Wright? Exactly what's not good enough. Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot. A parrot? Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy. Keith? Objection! The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. Okay, you can't prove that he was in the shop, then the fuck you, dude. Come on, man. I feel like karma's lost. That he's losing it. I heard a bang. Hi up. Hold it. You heard. Okay. Where did the bang seem to come from? Oh god. Come on. From the lake, I figure. Okay. Are you certain? Yup. Good. Continue. Okay. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Hold! Actually, I don't really have a problem with that. But whatever. Oh, well, I guess that's a good question. It was pretty far out there, I couldn't see clearly. But I figured there was 2 men out there. Yup. But you couldn't see them clearly. What? You couldn't see them clearly. At the time, that is. At the time? Then I heard another bang. Okay, hold it. Was it a bang like the first bang, or was it a different kind of bang? Because I've said before, like, if the victim, or if the killer was that close to the victim and shot the gun twice, then there would be 2 bullet holes in the victim. And we would have 2 bullets even, right? And if, you know, neither of them went through the body. So, well, it's a 22, it's a tiny bullet. It's not gonna make it through a body. So we would have 2 bullets. There'd be 2 bullet holes and 2 bullets in that body. There is not. So everyone keeps saying that there's two gunshots, blah, 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 two bangs. But, like, was it actually two bangs, two identical bangs, like gunshots? Or was it a bang and then, like, a sound of somebody falling in the water? Right? Like, it doesn't really make sense. Yup. That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. Okay. Who? What do you look like? Yep, by my window. Right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me, so... This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I fucking hate you. I hate you so much. Alright, talk your shit. That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Hold it! Hold it! Are you sure? I hate you. Okay. Dad! I really shouldn't say that in court. Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead as he was walking by, too. God. Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him, that Edgeworth boy. Did he just die? Okay, Your Honor, I would like the witness to undergo some kind of evaluation, psychological, physical, just to make sure, because this is ridiculous. Sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. No, there's plenty of room. Shut the fuck up. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I better act quick, or this trial is going to be over. Objection! Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun.
Objection!
Objection! Mr. Are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? Then the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Exactly. I hate you. That is easily explained. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. Then why would his prints still be on it, dickwad? You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness testimony is true. That also is not true. And also, even if this man was mentally competent, which he is not, it's still just hearsay, Your Honor. It's hearsay. It's just this fucking guy just saying shit. We don't even know if he was in the shack. Objection! Objection! Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead. But his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie. Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Evidence? Yeah, you don't have any fucking evidence, dickwad. Fuckface. Loser. Dent. Apparently you have yet to realize even this basic fact. I've realized the basic fact that you're fucking an asshole. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. I mean, I can poke holes, but I don't have any proof. All I can do is poke holes. But something will come up, Shirley. Something will come up. I am sure about it. Uno momento. Someone sent me a message. What is this? No, it wasn't a message. Somebody sent me a friend request. What the fuck? No. Somebody's trying to scam me. Okay. Anyway, Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Like, we can prove reasonable doubt, surely, right? I mean, the problem is that Edgeworth has, like, there's everything against Edgeworth. He has a motive as well, which is the biggest problem here. Like, Edgeworth has a motive to kill Hammond. He has opportunity to kill Hammond. He was at the lake. And there are witnesses that put him there, including the detective. Fucking police department. We don't really have anything right now. To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please, can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. I don't need her fucking help. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. Oh, he's sleeping. He's not dead. Okay, well, we're good. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. What? The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court. What? Oh. Me! Huh? What? Larry? The fuck are you doing here, Larry? How did you even get here? This isn't legal. This court is a joke, Your Honor. We're in a video game. We're all cartoons. Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. Please don't lie in court, though, Larry. You're like... Why does everyone just lie in court so easily? It's perjury. You could go to jail. But today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot. I heard it too. Order. What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for an adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyway, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Larry, what the fuck? Okay. Well, Larry. Writing in my little notebook. Order. Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. Your court's a joke. You're a joke. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over, Nick. This is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Suck on it, karma. Stupid bitch. I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now, what? His face doesn't look like he's yelling what. The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Larry, I swear to God, if you make this worse for me somehow. December 27th. Phew, that was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth, you're sweating bullets. Sure. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night. Yes. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Alright. And he found the balloon and the air tank that night. Sorry. I just woke up a bit ago. Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When you fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. On the floor of the boat. In front of me? I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. What? What? So you wait. So you were in the boat with the what? Okay. What? I feel like Edgeworth needs to explain the entire night for me, because I don't. Okay, so Ham, Edgeworth in the boat together. Gunn also in the boat. Dude, like this is not looking good for you. I don't know what else to say. Okay, whatever. You gotta give me something, Edgeworth, because this is fucked, man. Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. That is true. Larry is a butts. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. Okay. I don't really know what... I feel like I'm just missing a bunch of information. Somehow Karma killed him, though. Karma killed him. Von Karma is the murderer. It has to be, because he looks like a fucking supervillain. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't fuck up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prepare his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. Okay. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. Yep, you were looking for the giant steel samurai balloon. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see any boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. The first gunshot, quote unquote. The first gunshot was Larry. The fucking explosion from the air tank and the steel samurai flying off. That was the first gunshot. And then the second gunshot was an actual gunshot. That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. This court is a joke. I said it once, and I will say it until I'm literally blue in the face. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's gonna say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. Oh, no, I don't know. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. Hold it! I don't know what I'm doing. I'm kind of panic pressing. Well, okay. First of all, what time was it? Oh, it was after 11 when I went out in the boat. By that time, everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour? Hold it! I want you to tell this entire court that you were looking for a steel samurai balloon that you blew up with the air tank. I want you to tell everybody here. Objection! What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Oh, Larry, you got saved. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy. That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense. It is the truth. He found Gordy. Gordy was a giant balloon. So I quietly slipped the boat back at the rental shop. I'm so fucking tired every day. I apologize. Hold it! Around what time was that? Let's see. I figure I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12, yeah. You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial. Okay, Larry. People use watches these days, Larry. Bunch of boomers. People just use their phones, dude. What the fuck? Who the fuck walks around with a watch? Stupid. Then just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. Hold! What kind of bang? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know. Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. You didn't see a boat? Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Order! Well, Mr. Butts. Whoa, Everybody just stay calm, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Hold it! So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Well, Nick, it was pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradictions. Sorry, I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. I don't need your sister. I don't need anybody. I mean, maybe I do actually. I don't know. Do I have to present evidence somewhere? I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. To be honest, I don't really know. You'd use that. I used a gun, fired 3 times, but no. Okay. This one? I heard 2 sounds like gunshots just after midnight on 12/25. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. I don't really think there's anything else I could really do.
Objection!
Yeah. It's a contradiction. Like, there's no way that it could fail, really. Because it is a contradiction. So it's not going to take away health, I'm sure. What? You only heard 1 bang. Are you sure? Are you sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. I love hearing this music, man. This music means I'm on a roll. That's what this music is. It's the on a roll music. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. What? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Okay. Mr. Butts, what? You only heard one gunshot, are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Huh? Not sure. How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was listening to something else. Listening to what? My radio, dude, with my headphones. Radio? Fucking what? Stop that fooling. Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah. So what? That a crime? I mean, kinda. How old is this game? Just listening to my radio. I don't think I've ever seen an actual radio. Besides like radios in like old cars and stuff. I guess every car has a radio. I just never used it. I don't know. I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? Well, yeah. Yeah. Because I got nothing if I let him stop. Okay. Bah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio. Okay. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. What Larry heard. Okay, what did you hear, Larry? It's only being alone. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to... Wait, what? That's why I was listening to an all requests show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. You remember what the DJ was saying when you... What? I mean, that can come up later. Why am I so tired, dude? Ugh. I think my sleep quality is just dog shit. I did wake up like 2 times. I'm always so tired. You were listening to your radio at a high volume. Yeah. What's the big deal? Can a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word the witness says? What about you? What about your witnesses, you fuck? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Objection! Your Honor, the witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshots. Excuse me, DJ? An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. Okay, Larry. What you got? It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. God damn it. keep yawning. That's why I was listening to an all request show on the radio. I was listening to it real booming loud, but I'm sure I heard the gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it. What was he saying? Because we could use that to figure out the time. Oh, my bad. Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said to us? Well, if we know what the DJ said, then we can figure out like exactly when they said it on that show that night by looking at the recording of the radio show. If they record, I don't actually know. Now that I think about it, this might be pointless. Now, did they used to record radio? I was thinking it would be like streaming, like where you'd have a VOD, but it would be like the radio broadcast. Actually, I don't know. We should care. We should care about what Larry says. We should care about it. Nobody cares about it these days. Somebody should care. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask? Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Hold on. Should I accept this fucking friend request from this person? It's a scammer for sure, but would it be funny? Could I make content out of it? That's the question. I keep thinking about it. Let's do it. Maybe they'll say something funny. Bum 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 bum. Okay. Okay. Hey, it's almost Christmas. Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," I heard the gunshot. So it would be closer to midnight, but not quite past then, right?
Hold it!
Hold! Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. Maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure how that helps us. Establishes the time. It establishes that it was very close to midnight. Maybe. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. But there is one gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. Okay. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio. I was listening to it real booming loud. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. Just when she said, I heard the gunshot. I mean, we can use Lotta's testimony again. See if that clarifies if it was one gunshot or two. Okay. That's nothing. That's why I was listening to an all request show on the radio. That's nothing. Listening to a real booming loud. That's nothing. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. That's something. Because he's saying that it was just one gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," I heard the gunshot. So okay. Okay. So, hey, it's almost Christmas. It's the 24th. Almost Christmas. Lotta said the two sounds like gunshots were after midnight. Somebody is lying to me.
Objection!
Objection! Your Honor. Are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. But if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor. Did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot. Why are you crying, Larry? Larry. Okay. Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshots, it was... God. God damn it. Why am I so tired? Every day, dude. So fucking tired. I should just fucking get prescribed to heavy fucking sleeping pills. This shit's not working. I don't know what else to do. I just need to knock myself the fuck out. Okay. When you heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. But that contradicts the two testimonies we have heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. It's true. Somebody's lying. What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Hold on. There were poppers, like the little party poppers, at the lake when we got there the first day. So what if, you know, on Christmas happens, right? Midnight, people are celebrating, and then they go pop, pop, right? Pop, pop, with the poppers. Party poppers, pop, pop. Yay! Right? So then, the guy was already dead. The guy was already dead before Christmas. The popping sounds were just poppers, people celebrating Christmas as a game. It's kind of more of a New Year's thing, but right? Possible. The answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him suspicious. Your other two witnesses was an attention-seeking wacko that believes in monsters, lake monsters, and a man who cannot remember his own name. So, suspicious? I don't know. I don't know about that. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butts' claim? He heard the gunshot before midnight. Larry's right. Because the other two pops, pop, were party poppers, Your Honor. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Oh, shit. We don't have those party poppers anymore. My attorney's badge! No, that won't save us this time. Sometime on the 24th or 25th. Shot from approximately 1 meter away. Possible. Taken on 12:25 at 12:15 a.m. This fucks with what I'm trying to do. That could work. That's nothing. That's nothing. That's a map of Gourd Lake. The murder weapon was fired 3 times, but like... it just doesn't make sense for all 3 shots to be fired on the boat that night. It's definitely this one though. It means that a sound occurred that was loud enough to trigger the camera, but there was no boat on the lake at the time. I mean, it's possible that the victim was killed somewhere else and then dumped in the water. But how did the gun get on the boat? I mean, it's definitely this picture, I'm just thinking. Oh, man. Okay. So Edgeworth was there on the lake looking for Gordy. He didn't say that he went to the lake with Hammond. That would make things a little bit simpler, because then it could have been like a setup. Well, no, it couldn't have been, because how would you know? How the fuck did the gun get in the boat? If Edgeworth's not the guy, not the fucking killer, then how the fuck did the gun get in the boat? I don't know. For now, it's this though.
Take that!
Take that! Look at this photograph. Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50. Oh, But there's nothing on the lake in this picture, Your Honor. The real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha! Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh. I thought this was because Larry set off the big balloon, but that happened days before. Okay. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, God damn it. I need to wake up. Maybe I should get smelling salts and just fucking hit that shit before I go live. When Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. In fact, that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. Well, I don't know. Why would this be? I don't know. Objection. Don't be fooled, Judge. That camera was set to respond to loud noises. Yes? There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera. Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Clear! I wish my nose was clear. I always feel like I have the sniffles. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 p.m. was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any. Oh, fuck me, dude. We could prove that it's possible and say the gun was fired 3 times. So it could have been fired. It could have been fired 3 times that night. And I think that's really all there is. Nope. Well, yeah, maybe. No, we set the camera off from fucking face sneezing. No. Nope. Yeah. God. The gun! Take that! This is my evidence, Your Honor. The gun was fired 3 times. It could have been fired once before midnight, twice after. There you go. Fuck you. Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who had testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. Ow. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before me. I mean, that works, but not really. Because it doesn't make sense why the shooter would fire the gun 3 times. Unless they were like trying to draw attention to it. It just doesn't make sense. That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. I mean, everybody's wondering that. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why? I ask you, why? I'd better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. What's wrong, Nick? I have it. Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean, to move the body? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never outturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm gonna run with it. Right. I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. Except Edgeworth. You just watch, and let me know if I say anything. Oh, god damn it. I am so fucking... God damn it. Every morning I'm so tired. And coffee does nothing, by the way. I had a giant cup of coffee yesterday. Like 500 milliliters of coffee. It did nothing. Fuck me, dude. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy. Right, Nick. Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. That's right. That is right. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? So you finally realized the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. No, you're definitely the murderer. I just don't have the evidence to fucking bag you yet. Nobody just looks like this. Nobody looks like this in a cartoon without them being the villain. I'll get you someday. Thank you for the follow. I hope you have a lovely and beautiful life. Unless you're a bot or a scammer, then die. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on the lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on the boat. I admit, it is hard to imagine any other possibility, yes. But this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 15. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the 2 men on the boat are. Oh, fuck. The murderer and Hammond? He's just gonna say it's Edgeworth and Hammond then. Edgeworth and the murderer? That doesn't... If Edgeworth and the murderer had a fight, then Edgeworth would have said something about that. Edgeworth and Hammond. Edgeworth would... Is Edgeworth keeping secrets from me? Because that would be the only way that Edgeworth and the murderer would make sense if Edgeworth just isn't telling me exactly what the fuck happened, which If that's the case, I'm gonna be pissed off, but... The murder in Hammond gets me nowhere. Edgeworth and Hammond pushes me backwards. Edgeworth and the murderer is the only one that I can really say. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Richard Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. Oh, I see. What? Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous. Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name? Right. It's... Lotta Hart. Lotta Hart is the murderer, Your Honor. the murderer is Miles Edgeworth, my client. Pronounce him guilty, let's move on. I don't know. I guess I don't know. I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah! Again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat? Right? Well then, where did the murder take place? At the boat shop? Like on the bank of the boat shop? It wouldn't be over there. It wouldn't be over there. It wouldn't be on the lake. So it would be it'd have to be here.
Take that!
Take that! Maybe around here. Maybe, that's right. Does maybe include the reason why the killer would choose that spot? Yes, well, maybe because there is no good reason. The murderer thought we never expect it. Maybe you should try again. What? Oh. What? At the boat shop. In the boat shop, then. The boat shop where he lives! He shot him in the boat shop. That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Objection. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. If I yawn one more time, I'm gonna kill myself. Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night, he was out on the lake searching for something. He finds it and returns to the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. Oh. Okay. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. Where would that be if he had just returned a boat? The boat shop. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning and take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. This doesn't seem right. None of this seems right. The boat shop, the owner of Wet Noodles is the guy that killed. No. No. I don't think so. All of this feels weird. It has to be Von Karma who killed him. It has to be because I hate him and because he looks evil. Unless this game is pulling like a 4D chess move to make me just think the guy is evil by making him look extremely evil. The caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. That was around 11:50 p.m. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? The boat shop caretaker? I guess? Of course, he was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. He shot twice. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to have fired twice. To create a witness? Because the first shot missed? That makes no sense. He was right in front of him to create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I mean, that works, but I don't. We're saying that the boat shop owner, the owner of Wet Noodles that can't remember his own name and is sleeping all the time and has a pet parrot, that's the guy that planned this fucking... That's the mastermind? I don't know. I don't think so. There's someone looking from the edge of the lake. It would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic cameras. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body. He threw the body into the lake. This is what happened. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. What? Bailiff! Bring out the witness from before, the boat shop caretaker, quickly. I don't know about this. Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant Miles Edgeworth a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said? Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Why didn't you just tell me all that from the fucking start? We could have been way ahead by now. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. He wanted to tell you about your father, right? He wanted to say, I'm sorry I killed your dad, or something. Or wait, no, not Richard Hammond. Richard Hammond didn't kill your dad, did he? Oh no, it was a boat. It was the fucking boat caretaker. That's okay. Your Honor, sir. Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. Maybe he did fucking kill him. Fuck. Okay. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. Okay. Oh, you know what we can do? We can go straight back to the boat shop and open that box. Because I've got the code to it. Okay. Yay, Nick, you did it. Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under the guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. So, sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No. There's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest. Sorry. I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. What? Come the fuck on. Edgeworth, I swear to God, if you actually killed this guy, and I have to fucking, dude, I'm just starting my attorney career. I can't be caught defending a murderer. Actually, wait, no, that is what lawyers do, though. Fuck, I don't know. Should be fine. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of a murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But I never take someone's life. Never! Or he'd never. Nick, yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had swoon in the aisles. How am I swooning me? Oh yes. I do remember feeling faint. Right on. Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Larry, she's a kid, so let's refrain from that. Okay. Let's refrain. Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy! You guys should be bowing before me. Bow for your hero. Larry, you really helped out into the trial. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. But seriously, Nick, the boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. I don't think the boat shop owner was the one who did it. Doesn't feel right. That doesn't feel right to me. They wouldn't do that. It's a fucking red herring if I've ever seen one. It has to be. I mean, he was the guy in the elevator with them, though. I don't know. Literally all of my notes that I've taken just kind of point to Edgeworth as the killer. Genuinely. Like all of these are just like, it looks really bad. It looks really bad for him. And I don't really have anything else. Like that whole shit that we just did there, all of that was plausible, but I don't know. It doesn't make sense. God damn it. Can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick? I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me. But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah. Why me, Nick? Okay, anyway. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true, but when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? Yeah, he fucking cheated in court, bastard. You didn't know him back then, back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. When we were 9 years old. When he wanted to become a defense attorney. They saved me, Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney. What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, well, Larry Butts. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear this story today, and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial, a class trial. A class trial? You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade. A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money stolen? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. You see? Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 inside. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I'd skip PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So they thought you did it? Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. The teacher was in on it? The fuck? I didn't do it. Guilty. He did it. He did it. It was you, thief. Give the money back. No one play with him. Just admit you did it. That's not a class trial, just everyone yelling at him. You shouldn't be allowed. Give me back my 50 cents I loaned you. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was still sitting. That's when it happened. Objection! He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs! Amateurs. A bunch of children. Miles? It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No? Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Why don't you all just shut up? Fucking Larry, dude. This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think about how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well, I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. But who stole the money? After that, the three of us were the best of friends. But who stole the money? Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. What? Totally alone, without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Okay. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his dad. I'm going to become a defense attorney just like my father. Sit down, Mr. Edgeworth, a famous defense attorney. Sit down! Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. A DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. That's so very sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts." The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything! But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him. I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he had became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean that's why you became a defense attorney to meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I know he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So is that why you helped me out for free? Yeah. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Ah, Nick. Did he not pay us? Come on, man. We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do. Okay. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Da 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 da. Ah, fuck. I'm trying to get to the boat rental shop, dude. I gotta open that safe. Long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. What? Why would you do that? Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may, it's my duty to you as a police officer. I'm off to catch me criminal. Off to catch me criminal, arg. Oh, one other thing. No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lotto was camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in there for a while. I guess Lotto's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Okay, well, I wasn't planning on going there anyway. I was planning on going to the fucking, the boat thing. Eyesore. Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. I don't think anything else there changed. Boat rental shop. The old caretaker got away. Yep. Yep. I'd know that clearing of the throat anywhere. What the fuck? I just want to go open the safe. What are you doing here? Oh, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see? Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. Oh, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer some assistance. Dude, you've done nothing to help me ever. You are a deadbeat. Thanks. What do you think Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? Just let me into the shack. Hello, Polly. No one's home. Hello, Squawk. Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello, Squawk. I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for himself. Hello, Squawk. Okay. Haha. Reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Are the bots able to wait a full 6 minutes? They wait 6 minutes to just get banned right away anyway? That is insane to me. It is insane. Enjoying this with friends. Console integration woes, am I right? Let's connect on fixes. You're a fucking retard. Whoever made that bot is actually dented. Actually a fucking full-on dent. What's the number to the safe? 1228. Let's open it, Nick. Come on. Aw, but hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something valuable in there. I'm not so sure. Let's see what's in there. Open the fucking box. The only thing in here is a letter. Oh, I thought I'd be able to put in the number myself. It's a letter. A letter? Aw, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Nick! Why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now is the time to get your revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake. Getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here in perfect detail. Really? Really? That doesn't... What? Let me talk to Polly. Let me talk to Polly. Let me talk to that bird. I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written the letter? That fucking lawyer. And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Later. This later. Polly. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Okay, sorry. Sorry, Polly. We can't take you with us. Okay. Pictures of fish they caught, right? Right, but don't all the fish in the wall here look really puny to you? Well, you know what they say. You should have seen the one that got away. Except the one that got away from us was the caretaker. Okay. Oh my god. I'm just too tired. I'm too tired. I keep fucking yawning. And, dude. It's fine. I'm gonna exercise a bit, eat something, and if I'm still fucking tired, then I'll just try to go to bed early. I don't even know what to do anymore. I'm just... fuck, okay. Life, right? Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you have a lovely day, a beautiful night, and a lovely, long, and healthy life as well. I think I said it twice. Whatever. Bye.